Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cairo and today we're going to be talking about the ego. More specifically, where do you put your ego right now at this very moment? Do you put it in your head? Do you put it in your chest, your gut, or you don't even have one? Because I've been thinking of this theory recently about where you put your ego, and I have been trying to use that as like a drive to make more successful decisions and generally just be better overall. So, mainly, a lot of people have been seeing egos as like this terrible thing. Like, oh, the ego is so high and you don't have the skill level. And I think that in some part, I don't think that's correct. Because you definitely need to have that confidence. You need to have something to push you forwards and for you to basically put yourself on this level to say, I am above this. I'm not ever gonna be below this. I'm here. And I think egos are a good way of doing that. To basically put the trust onto yourself to say you can basically do anything is more than anything just going to make you better. Now, of course, is there the egos where they're like talking up out their ass? Yes. Yes, there is. But I think even then, if your ego is high, then you get humiliated. That you don't bring down your ego. That you gain an ego from your ego being destroyed, essentially. Like, let's say I lose a let's say I like try to beat a boss in a video game and I just lose that. I said like, "Oh, I'm gonna beat this boss easily, like first try." Now I could say, "Okay, completely fucking failed. So I'm going to make it better by doing X, Y, and Z to basically get this boss better. Like to be basically beat it." And that's an ego upon your ego being destroyed. Now, okay, let's talk about generally where should you put it. So let's start off with the head. If you put your ego in your head, that's probably the narcissistic asshole everyone thinks about. Because it's where you make your decisions, it's where you make your thoughts, your feelings towards everyone, your way of seeing the world, per se. And if you have it there, and you have an ego in which is basically like deciding what happens next, then you're not really gonna have any good decisions, are you? Because you're seeing it from a warped perspective of, I'm better than you, I'm so much better, like I can do anything 10 times better than you, type stuff. But then when they actually have to do it and make the necessary decisions, steps, whatever, they fail. They just flop on their face. But they won't accept that. No, because that's how they perceive the world is I'm better than you. So they'll just get like all whiny and shit and basically sit there and deny everything when they just can't see reality at all clearly. So I would say try as best as you can to get rid of the ego in your brain. That's the one that is so bad. Now, the chess. If you keep your ego in your chest, I feel like this is the best one to have. Because essentially, it is your heart, it is your passion, it is whatever. You're basically pushing yourself further, like I love Overwatch. No, I don't, but I love Overwatch, so I'm gonna drive myself into it. Because I'm confident I'm gonna get to that goal. That's that's basically what your chest ego is. And having it just means you're motivated and ready to push yourself forward and make the necessary changes to basically get there. Because you're passionate about it, you know? You have that drive to do whatever. You have that will to just puff your chest out and just be like, I'm so much better, and I'll show you by going forwards with this. And that's why I think it's the best. That's why I've been thinking, like, if you just stick with the ideal, that it's more of motivation that you're having an ego, rather than my brain is literally malfunctioning because my ego is so potent in there. It just, once you think about that and you just try to apply it as such, I found that it's just so much better for me to basically say that my ego's here than here. And then finally, the, oh god, the gut. Basically, it is just pure intuition at that point, and your ego comes from not like going towards a goal, like being in the present of doing it, but it's more just like, I know I can do this here. Like it's not in the way, it is just here. And that's basically what that is like, I can go into this and I probably can do pretty good up here. That and the reason that I think it's like in the middle of the two in terms of like quality, because while it is good to have like this goal up here that you know you can complete, it's basically intuition. It's not gonna be like the deal breaker for you actually coming successful. If you're only relying on your intuition to think ahead in the future and just be like, I can do this, then you're not really taking the steps to basically get there and to make the necessary changes you need to get to the goal up here. Like, it's just like here, here. Like, it's one foul swoop instead of like a step or so. And generally speaking, it's just only there to basically just know that you're making a goal for yourself essentially. Because that's all it is. It's like some a list of things that you have to do, and this just happens to be one of them. So it's not like the most powerful thing. But yeah, so that is all of the egos. If I was to say uh how to like identify it, I would say that generally just look at how you feel when when you're confident or so, and see whether you are like all your decisions are based on your ego, like it's kind of affecting you, like let's say like you get tilted at your teammates and then you're like, oh, I'm so much better than these guys just suck, I'm just with bad teammates. That's an example of this. If you have chest ego, which is of course the ideal one, you basically are like, I can beat this enemy team, and I'll show it to you. I'll show you that I can do this right now, right here, right now. And then you do it, and then you, I guess, win. Or maybe you lose and you're like, uh, oh, I thought I could beat these guys. Well, I guess I gotta practice more, and the next time I'm gonna be better than you, essentially. That's basically what this is. And then God is just basically, oh yeah, I can beat these guys. I can beat these guys. That's it. That's all there is for God. Because it's just, I can beat these guys. No action, no decision making, just Hey, I can. So, hopefully, you guys take this into your own stride. Whatever you're doing right now, if you're trying to actually be successful with it, then you need to know these three types. And I'm not saying you can't have like two or more types of egos, but just ideally, you want to have that confidence and then show that confidence. Know that you have that confidence. Because you basically learnt that the confidence is there. Because I don't want any of you to be like, you can't do anything. Because if you're undermining your own skill, you're never gonna really grow, are you? Because you're never trusting in yourself to basically say, I can do this. I am able to. The quality of my product that I produce is going to be better than yours. Because it's not about being confident, it is about being confident and winning. Or basically, it's like a step. Like, I could win here. If I lose here, it doesn't matter because I still can win. So, hopefully, you guys like the video, and I hope you have a good day. Bye bye!